Well, let's fast forward now to the ninth inning, and you can see here we just finished the top of the ninth with Greg settling down and finishing up with only allowing 2 runs in the last 7 innings. So it's 6-5 going into the bottom of the ninth. So Sam Malone gave up a 3-run homer and 3 walks in the bottom of the eighth, but he convinced the manager, Larry David, to let him try to finish out the game. Leading off the bottom of the ninth is Marcia. But she's not going to bat. Let's have a pinch hitter. So what we're going to do is, to pinch hit, I'm going to click on the cheat sheet again. And you can see here this left edge, this left border of the batter block, is the change hitter region. So I'm going to click that. So you can see it right here, this little sliver here. If I click that, that denotes a pinch hitter. So what we're going to do is, over here below Marcia's name, pinch hitter is probably going to be the obvious, Sam the Butcher. So let's bring in, I think his real name, and we'll just write Sam the Butcher, like that. What's he going to do? He's going to, let's say, hit it deep to left, but not far enough. So he flies out. So Sam's got the first one out. That brings up the top of the lineup, Cindy. And she draws a walk. She's got a small strike zone. Sam can't find it. It's a walk, and that's going to be it for Sam. So we're going to have to change the pitcher here. So to do that, well, again, we'll resort to our little cheat sheet. At the top border is the change pitcher region. So that's what we're going to click there. So I'm going to click this top. It changes it to blue. We have a new pitcher. So up here, where Sam Malone was, I'm going to click there, double click. And I'm going to put a comma to say now there's a new pitcher. We're going to bring in Nick Tortelli, Carla's first husband, as the reliever. Try to close the game out. So that brings up Bobby. And before he bats, the manager of the Brady Bunch has decided that we're going to bring in a pinch runner for Cindy. So one more time to the cheat sheet. Over here on the right is the pinch runner region. So where Cindy got the walk over here, you can see there's the right. We're going to click here. It turns green to indicate a pinch runner. So there are 3 different regions, and they all have different colors. So down here at the bottom, you can see the pinch hitter is kind of this magenta, purplish pink, hot pink. The pinch runner is green, and the change pitcher is blue. So the pinch runner, we'll put over here, is the speedy cousin Oliver. So he comes in as the tying run, and with the new pitcher Nick, who's not good at holding people on, Oliver immediately steals second base. So if you recall, once again, to the left of second is the cell for stealing, stolen base and caught stealing. Click once on this cell, puts SB for stolen base, and Oliver steals second base. Next up is Bobby with 1 out and a person on second. Bobby's going to lay down a bunt. It's going to work. Bunt, okay. We click on third base as Oliver safely gets to third. So you see the runner still on third, but the SB remains because we want to remember that he stole second base. Now we have 2 outs. The runner on third base, the tying run. So Jan's up. Let's say they intentionally walk her and intentionally walk Peter to load the bases for force at any base. So now we're going to move Jan to second base by clicking on second. So now we have 2 outs. Bases loaded. Alice is up. She hit the 3-run homer last inning. Nick Tortelli throws his best pitch, but Alice knocks it out of the park again to win the game. So that's a grand slam for Alice. So that's a home run with 4 RBIs. So we're going to click on the RBI 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have all these runs score. And that's game over. So because it's game over, it's the end of the inning, even though there are only 2 outs. So I'm going to click again on the square where Alice's home run is. And all I'm going to do here is toggle this end of inning, because that's the end of the bottom of the ninth. So I'm going to click that. It marks the bottom of the ninth, puts the 4 runs up here, and the final score is 9-6 with the Brady Bunch and a comeback win. So with that, I'm going to move on to compute the stats. Okay, now it's time for the game stats. What used to be the worst part of calculating them all by hand is maybe the easiest part, the fastest part, although it's a little anticlimactic because it does happen so quickly. But let's just compute the stats by clicking the Do Stats button up here. You click them, it calculates them, gives us a little disclaimer message about some limitations that it has, like dealing with inherited runners for relief pitchers that make outs. And we didn't have that in this game, so I'm going to ignore it, but it's something that you need to watch for. Anyway, so here are all the stats for the Cheers team. We didn't make any substitutions or have any real special cases here, but you can see they're all computed and they're summed up in this row down here for the Cheers line. But we can see, let's know that Greg pitched a complete game, but let's see how it handled this unearned run here in the second inning. So we look down here for Greg into the Brady Bunch home pitching. He pitched all 9 innings and 27 outs. Shows how many batters he faced, hits, walks, intentional walks, and intentional walks are included in the walk total. They're not separate. Strikeouts, home runs, but you can see it does have 6 runs allowed, but only 5 earned runs allowed, and that's indicated by the colors, the gray and the blue. Let's now jump down to the Brady Bunch batting, since they had a few more things going on, especially with these substitutions. So let's look at the bottom first. We have Marcia, who was 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and Sam the Butcher pinch hit. He was 0 for 1. Let's look then here at the top of the order where Cindy was taken out for a pinch runner in the 9th inning. So you can see Cindy here was 1 for 4 with a walk, but she did not score this run or get the stolen base, as Oliver was a pinch runner, so he gets credited with the run and the stolen base. And the rest is kind of standard baseball scorekeeping. But we'll just take a look up here at the pitching for Cheers, where Sam pitched 8.1. You can see 8 1/3. He got Marcia out, or Sam, the pinch hitter, out in the bottom of the ninth. Then it was pulled, so that's correct. When Nick Tortelli came in, he only got 1 out, which is indicated here with this 1 out here. Faced 4 batters, gave up 1 hit. 2 intentional walks. You can see that's included in the walks. A home run, 3 runs, and all of them were earned. And that's basically it for the game stats. From at this point, you could either copy these and paste them someplace else if you want to have a place for cumulative stats or whatever you want to do with them. But that's all there is to it, to playing the game, keeping score, and computing the stats. I appreciate you watching it. If this is helpful, please click the like button. I am looking to make a couple additional videos that will talk about some of the customizations you can make with the GreenFox spreadsheet, like saving lineups and making substitutions a little more savvy by having a list of players that can be in the bullpen or on the bench. So please be watching for those. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it.